Hey. So I did have lunch with, today's Friday. I had lunch with Larry Sickle today, because his schedule tomorrow is weird and it actually works out better for me. Because I was gonna have to dodge between things tomorrow, but now I don't have to, so that's nice. Despite having been Buddhist for the last, 40 to 60 years, it was no different in any way from having lunch with any of the older men at KI. I mean, he's an old Jewish man. You can take the boy out of Judaism, but you can't take the Jew out of the boy. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Safta, he remembers you and Saba both very fondly. He did mention that he said, I saw my mother and your grandfather go at it several times, and I was like, keeping my mouth shut, biting my tongue. He, as many do, a number of times mixed me up with Ima generationally, but, you know, that happens. Sort of a face thing, I think. You'll notice this giant lump here has gotten bigger. So at first I had thought, if you're squeamish, by the way, I don't know who's listening, but if you're squeamish, just stop. Just know, I'll tell you right now, it's gonna go away. Monday I'm getting it taken care of, and I'm fine. Pause for you guys to turn off the video. Okay, so I had thought originally that it was like basically a muscle cramp from having had my cheek corked back 4 times in less than a week for root canals, but it turns out it might have started that way, but it is an abscess. So on the inside of I noticed that it was like squishy to my tongue when I poked at it, and it had been a while. I mean, my teeth feel fine when I poke them with the tongue. It wasn't still lingering soreness, and it's really just this giant painful lump, which I can't sleep on, and I've been waking up every 2 to 3 hours from pain in the night, no matter what medication I take. Although I will say I haven't tried the tramadol again. I'll probably go back to that tonight, because I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Ice packs don't really help, because the cheek prefers the ice, but my teeth are sensitive to the cold and they feel it right through. And any pressure is the worst. There's a doggy. Hold on. I'm pausing. I did not pet the dog. It was a guide dog in training. But it was a puppy. And it was cute. Yeah, so... hold on. Yeah, so I had thought that it was like a muscle spasm, but then it was really squidgy, and so today, finally, I just couldn't take it. I think it's causing headaches or whatever, so I went to the clinic that's like a pretty decent clinic across from me, and they did a sonogram. I've now had my first sonogram, and it was not of my uterus, thank God. And the result is it's an abscess, they think. So she referred me to an ENT at one of the big hospitals. He seems to be a professor of otolaryngology or whatever. So that's good. I mean, if he's good enough to be teaching in addition to doing, that's a good sign. They did say I have to bring a Korean speaker with me, so I told my school, and they're sending one of the desk teachers with me, which is very kind. I'll buy her coffee or something after, because it's going to be a gross experience first thing Monday morning. And so they, basically when I went, she said, look, it's infected, but they want to do, at the hospital, they want to do a culture and then prescribe antibiotics based on the culture. And if she were to start me on antibiotics, it would make the culture null and void, effectively. It would make it not pick up anything. So she wasn't going to start antibiotics. And she said, you know, you've been living with it for a week and a half. I'm sure, like, she's like, it's not going to get suddenly worse. Like, it's going to suck for a couple days, but you're not dying over the weekend. I was like, great, I appreciate that. Wonderful. So, yeah. I'm going to go home and have some ramen and go to sleep. Today it's Friday, yesterday Nikki and Deanna arrived. The plan was for me to meet them. I finished work at 8:20. I was going to meet them at 8:30. Well, I told them 8:30. It was going to be 8:45 because they're always late. And then I was going to go home and have my Skype call with somebody. So at 9:30. That's cute. Well, 8:45 came and went. 9 o'clock came and went. At 9:20, I was like, look, I'm going home. I have the Skype lesson. I'll pin you when I get there. And I'm unable to help you at all between 9:30 and 10:10. I was like, it's been a couple hours. You're on your own for that time. So they had been at Julie's and Nikki had fallen asleep. So then she put them in a cab to my place. But then the cab left them like a kilometer away. So even after they said, oh, we're here, I said, okay, like, where's here? They said, we see a Paris Baguette and a mural. And I was like, go look at that pin again, because I don't know what mural you're talking about. They were a kilometer away. And I'm like, I was so tired. And they finally got to me at like 11:30. And I let them in. I had made up the beds ready. I was like, here's this, and I went to sleep. I was like, I'm done. So, you know. And today they were asleep both when I left, which I expected, and when I came back at around 11:30 or 12, they were still asleep. So presumably they did something today. Who knows? This Saturday is a swap, so I'm gonna go get rid of a whole bunch of stuff left by stuff that I wanted to get rid of, stuff that Matt left, stuff that Christina left, etc., etc., etc. Clear out my storage/laundry room a bunch. And then there's a munch after that, either tomorrow or Sunday, depending on weather. So we'll see. That'll also be fun. If you want, by the way, something hysterical, something really, like, I saw the movie, I'll text you also, I saw the movie version of Pirates of Penzance. Oh my god, 11 out of 10. I was laughing the entire time. It's so self-referential and funny and so bad it's good. It's Kevin Kline and Angela Lansbury, and it's great. We're really late now. It's like 7, almost 8 minutes. I'm sorry. Bye.